Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video explaining the push to transition children and where this came from. So I believe that this push largely came from older AGP men throughout history who transitioned late in life. Many of them spent their remaining years staring into mirrors, miserable, just devastated because they didn't really get what they wanted out of transition. You know, they had this paraphilic motivation, this fantasization of themselves as women, and they never really achieved or got to experience what they wanted. And I think that these people really think that children can make this decision for themselves. And I think the motivation for them to think that is wishing that they didn't end up like this guy. So I'm going to play this for you. This is a trans-identified male who came into a debate to argue for puberty blockers and for transitioning children. Let's have a look.
Thank you. I am a 79-year-old trans woman. I first felt the desire to be female when I was about 9 years old. That was about 1955. And I
Interesting wording there.
did not complete my transition with medical modification until I was 74.
Calling it medical modification is so fucking weird. I don't know why. It's just creepy. Old boomer Han.
Because of many reasons. Primarily, when I was much younger, I didn't realize it was possible. And let me tell you, when I did complete my medical modification and developed a female body,
He did not develop a female body. These surgeries do not make males females. That's nonsense.
all of the depressions and confusions that I used to have about my gender identity vanished, and I became very happy. I became well adjusted in my marriage and in my personal relationships. So, from my point of view, um, I know it didn't happen when I was a child, but the change helped me, and I think that each individual child matures at different rates, and different children have different support structures.
That right there is the same argument that pedophiles make for why children can consent.
Um, and I think that whether or not they should be allowed to undergo medical modification depends on those factors about whether they have a support structure, whether their parents support them, whether they have social support. And I think those are important factors to consider. And I also support medical modifications on the ground that it promotes better mental health for children.
We have no data to say that cutting up the genitals of children will improve their mental health, and we have data to say that adults post-surgery have extremely higher risk of suicide.
Um, and I have a friend. I belong to an elder trans social group, and I have a friend.
An elder trans social group, read cross-dresser gathering of ancient transvestites, the exact same kind of group that groomed me as a teenager.
Friend in that group who knew at age 6 that they, although they were born female, wanted to be male, and that persisted throughout their life until they finally got their medical modifications later in life. So children can make these decisions, have these convictions about their sexual identity at a young age.
Now, did you just hear what he said? Children can make these decisions and have convictions about a sexual identity. Children do not have sexual identities. Children do not have sexual orientations, and children are not supposed to have sex. If they are, something wrong has happened. This man, in his language, is admitting that this is a sexual identity. His language describes it all. Body modifications, getting a female body, a sexual identity. This is what this is why we do this. This is why we've gotten to the point of sterilizing children, because old AGP cross-dressers who tune out late in life have gone on to advocate for children transitioning, when at the end of the day, after their medical modifications and the affirmation of their sexual identity, they look like this guy. This is why it's happening. And that's what I wanted to share with you.
Sterilize the kids for prettier lady boys. Brianna's blueprint, sicko joy. Brick wall face, AGP ploy. Push the chop, make the warrior toy. Boy, sterilize the kids for prettier lady boys. Brianna's blueprint, sicko joy. Brick wall face, AGP ploy. Push the chop, make the warrior toy. Yo, Brianna Woo, 6'5" and fishnets. Face off, catatonic, paralyzed from FFS. Now you slur like a chronic, smashed your jaw on the surgeon's brick. Came out twitching, talking that pretty boy trick. I take a snip on TikTok live. Block the puberty, let the lady boys thrive. Lube prom for lunch, scalpel for dessert. Your height don't pass, but your agenda hurt. Heels click 7 feet, shadow the room. Kids see a giant, run to their doom. Trust me, I'm valid, you croak through the drool while pushing the pills like a ghoul after school. Autogenophilia got you mirror locked. Fantasizing femme while the timeline shock. Tweet sterilize early, smoother the skin. Sicko manifesto, let the horror begin. Sterilize the kids for prettier lady boys. Brianna's blueprint, sicko joy. Brick wall face, AGP ploy. Push the chop, make the world your toy. Sterilize the kids for prettier lady boys. Brianna's blueprint, sicko joy. Brick wall face, AGP ploy. Push the chop, make the world your toy. Round 1, nose still beak on the left. Round 2, chin paralysis left. Round 3, voice crack like your spine. Now you counsel the mind, a sign on the line. Prettier lady boys, your battle cry rings while your own face sags, dead nerve strings. While it bled dry, nerves cut clean, but the real crimes, the kids on your screen. Nighttime ritual, wig skirt, blush rush, fap to the femme, then preach the crush. Block testosterone, gift of the gods, while your own T levels scream frauds. Insecure, tightening thigh, hide despair. Height betrays you, kids stop and stare. Validate me, you beg through the slack, but the mirror laughs, gives the true smack. Sterilize the kids for prettier lady boys. Brianna's blueprint, sicko joy. Brick wall face, AGP ploy. Push the chop, make the world your toy.